So you have to remember that what somebody might think of you is just that they might think it. So you're worried about what they think, but they might not even think that. So you could be worrying about it for no reason.
Right?
And also, why worry about it anyway? That's their opinion, and that has nothing to do with you. If their opinion isn't what you believe about yourself anyway, it should have no bearing, period.
Yeah, so you shouldn't care what others think, right? Because think about it, like, people are going throughout their day and they're always judging all the time, right? They're judging things as they come, right? But, like, you don't really remember what you're judging. Like, it's not like you go home with...
thought.
Yeah, I don't go home with thinking about the guy I passed on the street because he was wearing, orange shorts. I can't remember someone wearing... You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's irrelevant.
Obviously, your friends and your family, you care a little bit more about what they think.
Yes.
But I kind of had a realization that I don't really care what they think either. And I'm not sorry about that.
That's great.
How I see it, right, is if I'm worried about what other people think of me, that is going to take up my time. That is going to take up my energy. I'm going to get emotional and attached to that. And at the end of the day, that's going to stop me from doing what I want to do.
Yes.
That's not good.
That makes complete sense, yeah.
Right? It's thinking about what other people think of me is going to stop me from doing what I want to do. So that is taking away my freedom. And if I am not free to do what I want to do, I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah, because for you, I think freedom comes first, right?
Freedom comes first for me. Yeah, I've noticed this about my life. It's a very big running theme. And I know that my mom is watching this going, yes. Yes, that's correct. But we all want to be free, whether you have identified that and you are aware of that, or maybe you name it as something different to freedom, right? Yeah. But that's what everybody wants.
Amy's a free bird.
I am.
She needs to fly.
Actually
Literally,
fly.
like,
that's my
yeah.
thing.
Also, what I think you realize too is that your happiness comes first in these past couple of years, right?
Yeah, and that sounds selfish to put my happiness before others, but from my perspective, and I truly believe that if you know how to make yourself happy and you know how to keep yourself content, right? You know what you have to do that.
Yeah.
Then you can radiate that out to everyone around you that you care about, right?
Yeah, because if you're happy, you're able to give it away, right?
It's like the saying, which always sticks with me, you can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Yeah.
So fill up your cup, then you have stuff to give back to people. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Yeah. How about you?
Well, for me, like, the reason why I don't really care what others think of me is because I've done it all. I've embarrassed myself beyond measure. Like, I am the kind of extrovert, out there kind of person. Like, you want me to sing the craziest AC/DC song, high pitched, at a karaoke bar, I will get up there and do it, right? I have no shame, and it allows me to express myself. It allows me to be free, right? And like, for me to be free and to be extroverted, for me to be that way is because I've put myself in those situations over and over and over again where I'm actually really comfortable, going out on the dance floor, tearing it up and not really caring what others think about me because I'm happy doing it, right? I'd like to put myself in those situations where I'm enjoying myself, where I'm happy, right? So
you've basically pushed your boundaries and your comfort zone, right, to that point where you've built a tolerance to, well, embarrassment, which is what it comes down to, right?
Exactly, caring what others think of me, right? I'm no longer embarrassed, right? And I know for what that is really important for me is that I can do these things as long as they align with my values, right?
Yeah.
As long as I know I'm being honest, I'm being loving, I'm being kind, I'm being caring, right? And I'm living my true life and I'm not hurting anyone along the way.
Yeah.
Then it's all right to do whatever I'm doing, right? As long as I'm comfortable doing it, right? As long as it aligns with what I believe in, then why not? I'm not going to hold back for other people.
Yeah, and I like how you said about expressing yourself. It is expression, right? And I think that's what I was getting at too. My freedom to go and do what I want to do. That is basically the freedom to express myself how I want to express myself.
Exactly,
right? And how I want to just be in this world.
Yeah,
right?
Because like it's that whole idea of you only live once. You're such a small person in a big universe. Like all these things like allows me to be like, you know what? who cares?
Perspective. When
Yeah.
you realize that you do not matter
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, you are just a speck. You kind of like, well, okay, well, might as well just enjoy myself.
Enjoy
No
yourself.
one's gonna
Yeah, exactly,
remember me.
right?
Like,
Within your values, right? Within your
Yeah.
within what aligns with you, within being kind and loving and passionate and all those things that are good, right?
Yeah.
Aligning with the good. When you align with the good, go and be yourself.
yeah.
Yeah, have fun, right?
What I've realized over the past couple of years is that I don't care what others think of me because I have that belief in myself and the trust in myself to do what's right for me, right? So, as we've mentioned, friends and family have more of an impact on...
Absolutely.
on
Like they're
you.
people you care about, right?
Yeah. And I am known to fly the nest over and over again, right? I'm here, there, everywhere. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do a career change and all of that, right? And obviously people have opinions about that, you know?
Yeah.
People have their concerns and they express it, or you can feel it or whatever. But I have learned that it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Like, I can take on board their opinion, their view. They may have a view that I don't have and it helps me.
Yeah.
But all in all, I know myself, right? I trust myself. I have belief in myself to do the things that make me happy, that are going to progress me forward, or maybe not. But I know that I can learn and pick myself up from it too.
And grow from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's always going to be the judgments of the people who care about you. You know, what are you doing for your job? What are you doing for your health? Like, they genuinely care. So it's actually nice to have people care about what you're doing.
Yeah,
but
of
at the end
course.
of the day, it doesn't really matter if you're not happy, right? We're talking about your freedom, your happiness, like
Yeah.
your expression, right? I'm not going to let you influence me to the point where I'm unhappy, where I'm not free, where I'm not living my true self, where I'm not living my true life, right?
And I think that a lot of people, because the voices in their head are the voices of other people or what they think other people are thinking of them,
Yeah.
you lose who you are, right? And you start to believe what all these other people are telling you or what you think these other people are thinking. And that's where the trust and belief in yourself comes in, because nobody knows you better than you, right? No one knows what's going on in here. Even if you
Exactly.
express a lot of what you think and feel, people are still not inside your head. So the main reasons why we don't care what others think are, one, freedom. That's
freedom.
very personal to me, and I think it's personal to everybody anyway. That's all we want, right?
Yeah.
We
Just to
want
be free.
freedom. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it boils
To
down
do
to.
what we please.
To do what you want, when you want it, how you want it. That's all anyone really wants.
Yep. Number 2 is to
Number two.
express yourself.
Yep.
I think if you're aligning yourself and you don't care what other people think, you're allowed to express yourself. You're allowed to behave in a certain way. As long as it's good, like I said before, as long as it's good, you're able to behave in a way that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Do things that make you happy.
Yeah.
If you like to write, if you like to dance, if you like to sing,
Yeah.
shout it from the rooftops. Do it as you please. Express yourself.
Express yourself.
And then number 3,
Yeah, and finally, it's having that trust and belief in ourselves, right? So we don't care what other people think because we know ourselves. We've spent enough time working on ourselves that we know what our beliefs are, and we trust our gut, basically,
Yeah.
right? If we think that something is right for us, or we feel compelled to do something, or we want to learn about something, we're going to do that no matter what anyone else thinks, because we know that that's come from somewhere inside of us, right?
Yeah.
And if someone's like, oh no, why would you do that? Well, because I want to, that's why. Doesn't have any impact, because like we've said, again, it all comes back down to that freedom, right?
that trust is staying true to yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I trust that I know who I am. I trust that I am who I am. So I'm going to be true to that. I'm going to live that way. And that's also believing in yourself, right?
Yeah.
By believing in myself, I believe that what I'm doing is right. So as long as I'm aligning that with my true self, by expressing myself and being free in that moment, you know, everything's in line. Everything's working out the way it should be. And therefore, I'm going to be happy.
Beautiful.
You know? Happiness.
So don't care what other people think, because what they think probably isn't what you're thinking that they think. And you know what? They're probably not even giving you that much thought, because everyone's so self-involved, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Screw it.
Live your life. Be free. Be happy.
Enjoy yourself.
Express yourself.
Go do something a little bit extra today.
Yeah.
And don't care.
Don't care. Go dance in the street.
Yeah.
Kelly Stamp style.